Hello, Patriots, and welcome back to the Conservative Crows, where we discuss the liberal and Democrat actions that we believe are detrimental to the American way of life. Today, we're diving into President Joe Biden's speech on January 5, 2024. Now, I want to emphasize that this analysis is not meant to be politically biased. We're simply taking a closer look at the content of the speech and its focus. Let's get started.
So, I tuned in to hear President Biden's speech, hoping to get insights into the accomplishments of his administration and the plans for our country's future. But, to my surprise, the majority of the speech seemed to revolve around a familiar figure, Donald Trump, as well as the January 6th riot.
The choice is clear. Donald Trump's campaign is about him, not America, not you. Donald Trump's campaign is obsessed with the past, not the future. He's willing to sacrifice our democracy, put himself in power. 3 years ago tomorrow, we saw with our own eyes the violent mob storm the United States Capitol. It was almost in disbelief as you first turned on the television. For the first time in our history, insurrectionists had come to stop the peaceful transfer of power in America. First time. Smashing windows, shattering doors, attacking the police. Outside, gallows were erected as the MAGA crowd chanted, "Hang Mike Pence." Inside, they hunted for Speaker Pelosi. The House was chanting as they marched through and smashed windows, "Where's Nancy?" Over 140 police officers were injured.
Now, don't get me wrong. Reflecting on past administrations is a common practice, especially when transitioning from one president to another. However, it struck me that the president spent a significant amount of time discussing Donald Trump and the events of January 6, 2021, rather than highlighting his own achievements or outlining plans for the future.
He promised it would be wild, and it was. He told the crowd to fight like hell, and all hell was unleashed. He promised he would right them. Everything they did, he would be side by side with them. Then, as usual, he left the dirty work to others. He retreated to the White House. As America was attacked from within, Donald Trump watched on TV in the private small dining room off the Oval Office. The entire nation watched in horror. The whole world watched in disbelief, and Trump did nothing. Members of his staff, members of his family, Republican leaders who were under attack at that very moment pled with him, act, call off the mob. Imagine had he gone out and said, "Stop." And still, Trump did nothing.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace. So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
Now, I'm Kristen Welker. We begin with President Biden in his first campaign event of the new year, speaking near historic Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, ahead of the 3-year anniversary of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. In his remarks, which wrapped up just moments ago, he lashed out at his likely re-election opponent in some of the most harsh terms we've heard yet, calling the former president sick, a loser, an election denier, and attacking him for echoing rhetoric from Nazi Germany, also painting him and his movement as an existential threat to American democracy.
Whether democracy is still America's sacred cause is the most urgent question of our time. And it's what the 2024 election is all about. The choice is clear. Donald Trump's campaign is about him, not America, not you. Donald Trump's campaign is obsessed with the past, not the future. He's willing to sacrifice our democracy, put himself in power. And our campaign is about preserving and strengthening our American democracy.
The remarks today come as President Biden is trying to jumpstart a flagging campaign where he trails the former president in early polls. The speech coming in the shadow of the anniversary of the January 6th attack, with President Biden accusing former President Trump of trying to rewrite history and reveling in political
Trump
revenge.
said that there was a lot of love on January the 6th. The rest of the nation, including law enforcement, saw a lot of hate and violence. In trying to rewrite the facts of January 6th, Trump is trying to steal history the same way he tried to steal the election. Trump and his MAGA supporters not only embrace political violence, but they laugh about it. At his rally, he jokes about an intruder, whipped up by the big Trump lie, taking a hammer to Paul Pelosi's skull, and echoing the very same words used on January 6th. Where's Nancy? And he thinks that's funny. He laughed about it. What a sick...
The big question now, will this message work with voters, especially as Donald Trump also leans into the events surrounding January 6th?
It's essential to acknowledge the challenges inherited from previous administrations, but many viewers, including myself, were left wondering about the current administration's progress and upcoming initiatives. While addressing the mistakes of the past is crucial, it's equally important to reassure the public about the steps being taken to improve the present and future. A lack of emphasis on achievements and future plans can leave citizens feeling uncertain about the direction of the country. Nowhere in Biden's speech did I hear any plans from him and his administration have on moving forward and strengthening our nation. It seemed only an attack on his predecessor and the events on January 6, 2021. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell for more insightful analyses. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious, and thank you for watching.